It's Thursday, the 16th of May, and the attempt to reverse all of the good that the PLP has done continues by the Ingram administration. The press of the Bahamas is reporting that the Urban Renewal Program, established by the Progressive Liberal Party, invented by former Prime Minister Christie, is to be cancelled and abandoned. The new administration under Hubert Ingram has decided that they will not support urban renewal and its goals. They have called all the police officers back to headquarters, and they are to be placed on other duties. This is reprehensible. Urban renewal was one of the most successful programs of the government under Perry Christie. It was designed to tackle the housing and other social problems of areas infected by poverty, and to see if in the process it could not lessen crime. It was successful and received awards from around the world. It worked because it saw police officers as heroes of the neighborhoods, organizing both young and old people. Amongst the noted successes were the marching bands organized in the various constituencies. Another success was the senior citizens associations. But Mr. Ingram now says all of that is to go. The PLP should condemn this and should continue to fight for its legacy. What is clear is that Mr. Ingram is doing what he always does. He did it in 1992 when he organized a whole commission of inquiry to demonize the late Sir Lyndon Pinley. It came up with nothing but successfully ruined the man's reputation, and it had to be rescued following his death. That was Mr. Ingram's doing, and now he's seeking to do the same thing with Perry Christie. What is especially laughable, though, is the appointment of his 20-person cabinet with 2 parliamentary secretaries. If this isn't a Gussie-made cabinet, then we don't know what one is. 20 members of the cabinet and 2 parliamentary secretaries, and he claims that this is going to cost less by $27,000 than the PLP's cabinet of 17. That has to be a joke, and this man is living in cloud cuckoo land. The fact is, a minister of state gets the same pay as a substantive minister, so don't mind the distinction in the title. The price to the public is the same. Calling someone a minister of state does not change the cost to the Treasury. So what we have now is Mr. Ingram fought an election to provide jobs for the boys and the girls of the FNM. Each of the 23 is now in the cabinet, save Alvin Smith and another, whom we gather is to become the Speaker of the House of Assembly. Mr. Ingram has announced his team of senators as well. One of them is the preacher who used the scurrilous and scandalous language on Clifford Park during the election to denigrate PLP members of Parliament in the most nasty way, and the church remains silent in the face of that. Having sung for his supper, he now gets his reward of a Senate seat. Another FNM senator appointed is the losing candidate in Foxhill, who will no doubt be making herself a perfect nuisance in Foxhill. So what we have to say is this: the political deceiver is at it again. Having fooled the Bahamian public that he is a changed man, he is now setting about on a spending spree in the government the likes of which we had never seen. He's insulted the Bahamian public by making Brent Simnett the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs, setting the clock back 40 years. The saying is, he who pays the piper calls the tune. Just a word again to all PLPs to hold their heads up high. This too shall pass, and we must fight and fight again until this wicked man is gone. I'll see you the next time, but I'd like to add some footnotes. First, I wanted to talk about national health insurance, and I'll do that. As you know, national health insurance has been canceled. And also, I want to talk about the public's increasing concern about the police force and how political it has become. It is said that Tommy Turnquist, the new Minister of National Security, was given a hero's welcome a couple of days by the top brass in the force. If the reports are correct about how he promised insurance for the police, that's strange, because the police decided that insurance was decided by the Progressive Liberal Party before they left office. But I want to say the police themselves must be concerned that the police remains a neutral force and not an FNM force. I hope to speak with you next time.